Alrighty. How's everybody doing? I am G, the seeker of truth. This is Spiritual Stake, and yes, your spirit is at stake. We're going through our Bible breakdown here at Spiritual Stake. We are still in Genesis. Currently, we are on chapter 44. Just an overview of 43. Joseph reveals himself to his brothers while they are eating, because he's overwhelmed with joy by his little brother, Benjamin. I want to tell you something real quick. I was supposed to do a chapter yesterday, but I couldn't find his phone, and I kind of used that as my excuse not to do it. And then earlier today, I was going to do it. I was supposed to do it. It was on me to do it. And I got up to look for my phone, but I got sidetracked. So I leave and I come back, and my phone is sitting on the table, but it's dead. And so I'm like, I'm going to charge it up a little bit, and then I'm going to do a chapter. I throw it on the charger. It's charging good. But I start playing 2K. Got the blowing, got the bump in got my little vibe going. And kind of got, you know how it is, kind of got lost into that. So while I'm playing, I'm observing. And so, and I'm real in tune. And so I start seeing these numbers in sequence. I first see 444. And the thought came to me to like, it's time to do spiritual state. But I keep on playing. Boom. And then I see 333. When I look back down at the clock, it's 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. And so I kind of laughed to myself, and I'm like, well, if I see it one more time, if I see it one more time, I'm gonna know it's a sign for me to get on up and do some spiritual state. Even though I know I supposed to did this yesterday. But we'll prolong, we'll put off. And so I get to the next game, and I'm actually still playing it. It's on pause right now. It's the third quarter, 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. But I got my guy on the free throw line. But while this going on, at the bottom, they got our record, and we 44-4. So I see the 44-4, I laugh. I get up, I pause the game, I come, boom. And here we is. But me being me, I had to look up what these numbers meant. And so the 333 is the angel number for growth, creativity, and balancing your life. A message of encouragement and guidance from your guardian angels. A change, a time of new beginnings, often associated with personal development and manifesting positive outcomes. So keep that in mind. The universal is to tap into your tools of manifestation and intent to promote self-growth. 444 is the stability, protection, and a reminder that you are on the right path and being guided. The universal is the awakening and enlightenment. So I just said that to say this. Don't just brush off those things, right? We see these numbers. When you see these numbers in sequence, like, acknowledge them, right? And then figure out where you at, what they mean, what you thinking, and what you trying to do, and push forward. But anyway, I just had to say that. But we finna get into chapter 44, and that's funny too because we on chapter 44. But I'm done jabbing about that. Y'all know how we do. You gonna fire up, gonna fire up. Let's get to it. And he commanded the stewards of his house, saying, fill the men's sacks with food as much as they can carry, and put every man's mouth in his sack's mouth. Now this is Joseph. And put my cup, the silver cup, in the sack's mouth of the youngest, and his corn money. And he did according to the words that Joseph had spoken. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away, they and their asses. And when they were gone out of the city, and not yet far off, Joseph said unto his steward, up, follow after the men, and when thou doest overtake them, say unto them, wherefore have ye rewarded evil for good? Is not this it in which my Lord drinketh, and whereby indeed he divineth, yet have done evil in so doing. And he overtook them, and he spake unto them these same words. Hold on for a second. Verse 7. And they said unto him, wherefore saith my Lord these words? God forbid thy servant should do according to these things. Behold, the money which we found in our sacks' mouth, we brought again unto thee out of the land of Canaan. How then should we steal out of thy Lord's house silver or gold? With whomsoever of thy servants it be found, both let him die, and we also will be my Lord's bondsmen. And he said, now also let it be according unto your words. He with whom it is found shall be my servant, and ye shall be blameless. Then they speedily took down every man his sack to the ground, and opened every man his sack. And he searched and began at the eldest and left at the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Then they rent their clothes and laid every man his ass and returned to the city. And Judah and his brethren came to Joseph's house, for he was yet there. And they fell before him on the ground. And Joseph said unto them, what deed is this that ye have done? Wot ye not that such a man as I can certainly divine? And Judah said, what shall we say unto my Lord? What shall we speak? Oh, how shall we clear ourselves? God has found out the iniquity of thy servants. Behold, we are my Lord's servant, both we and he also with whom the cup is found. And he said, God forbid that I should do so. But the man in whose hand the cup is found, he shall be my servant. And as for you, get you up in peace unto your father. Then Judah came near unto him and said, O my Lord, let thy servant, I pray thee, speak a word in my Lord's ear, and let not thy anger burn against thy servant, for thou art even as Pharaoh. My Lord asked his servant, saying, have ye a father or a brother? And we said unto my Lord, we have a father, an old man, and a child of his old age, a little one. And his brother is dead, and he is alone, and left his mother. And his father loveth him. And thou said unto thy servant, bring him down unto me, that I may set my eyes upon him. And we said unto my Lord, the lad cannot leave his father, for if he should leave his father would die. And thou said unto thy servants, except your youngest brother come down with you, ye shall see my face no more. And it came to pass, when we came up unto thy servant, my father, we told him the words of my Lord. And our father said, go again and buy us a little food. And we said, we cannot go down if our youngest brother be with us. Then we shall go down, for we may not see the man's face, except our youngest brother be with us. And thy servant, my father, said unto us, ye know that my wife bare me 2 sons, and the one went out from me. And I said, surely he is torn in pieces, and I saw him not since. And if ye take this also from me, and mischief befall him, ye shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. Now therefore, when I come to thy servant my father, and the lad be not with us, seeing this his life is bound up in the lad's life, it shall come to pass, when he seeth that the lad is not with us, that he will die. And thy servant shall bring down the gray hairs of thy servant our father with sorrow to the grave. For thy servant became surety for the lad unto my father, saying, if I bring him not unto thee, then I shall bear the blame to my father forever. Now therefore I pray thee, let thy servant abide instead of the lad a bondman to my word, and let the lad go up with his brethren. For how shall I go up to my father, and the lad be not with me, lest peradventure I see the evil that shall come of my father? All right, that was the end of chapter 44. Now I had to stop in between 6 and 7 because, like, I was overjoyed, right? From the significance. I was finna say it. I got tongue-tied, but I was excited, right? And so I misinformed because I said in 43, Joseph had revealed himself unto his brothers. That was inaccurate information. He had not revealed himself unto his brothers in 43. I'm not, but anyway, not yet. Now, in 44, that's why I had to, like, I'm human. I mean, you know, I'm not human, but, you know, I'm me. I'm here. I'm G. And I was just excited. I was overfilled with joy from seeing those numbers. And then actually when I went to look them up and get the definitions, and the feeling that I got from just cracking open the word, it brings such a joy when you actually doing something that you love. And then when you doing something that you love, it builds you in a way that can't nothing else build you. You know what I'm saying? And I know I had said it a couple of times before. I was like, I gotta do spiritual stake every day. I have to do a chapter every day, even if I don't post every day. And then I have not did a chapter every day. There had not been a week or a time frame where I did a chapter every day. But the lesson is that I got to do a chapter every day. Now, going into the overview of 44, Joseph has used his position of power to fill his brother's sacks and everything with money. He didn't feed them real good. He didn't send them off with silver. He told his soldiers to go out there, stop them people and ask them why they steal from me. You catch them, you bring them back, we're going to put them in bondage and somebody going to die. Right? So he put everything in Benjamin because keep in mind, his love for Benjamin exceeds his love for any of his other brothers. So he want to keep Benjamin with him. How do you do this? You set him up to be held captive, right? So now he your prisoner. So now he's with you. And you ain't got to tell him who you is. But you know who he is. Remember I told y'all that when people do you wrong, when they talk bad behind your back, or how they try to build you, tear you down when the Lord trying to build you up, how he'll put you back in their face. And they can't even see you. Like they see you, but they can't even see you. They can't recognize you, right? Not until it's time. And so Joseph wanted his little brother Benjamin stay with him. He put everything on Benjamin. So I'm finna snatch Benjamin up. They try to tell you Benjamin. Other brothers say, look, I can't let this happen. I told my dad I was gonna bring him back. We not already lost one brother, got tore to pieces. My dad told me that if this boy don't come back with me, it's gonna bring about his death because his life is entwined within this boy. Everything. The youngest. So if I go back and I tell my daddy Benjamin had to stay because he was stealing, my daddy's gonna die. I don't want to see that evil because I gave my daddy my word. Y'all think Joseph tried to hear that? Let me ask you a question. Do you think Joseph is bogus for how he going about this? Would you have done the same thing that Joseph is doing? If you are put in a position of power over the ones that threw you down, would you do the things that Joseph are doing? Or would you let that go? I'm just saying. I don't know. We love, we love to have the socially acceptable answer. Like, oh, no, I would let that go. God didn't bless me and he didn't favor me so highly and put me in a position over them. My revenge, my success is my revenge. Let them see me in a position of power and hate. But in reality, what would you do? If I tried to bury you on the job, what would you do? If we plotted against you and we buried you, threw you out in the pit,